Oh well, I try to do videos. I really do. It just seems like I got so many obstacles trying to make fucking videos. It is absolutely fucking a joke right now. All right, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Look, I hope everyone is having a good day. I'm just poking my head in here about this topic. I saw a video about saltbae. I think the YouTube video was by, I'm trying to remember, it was like Patrick CC. I'm going to try to, look, if I remember, I will give you, I will link his video, but it's Patrick CC, in case if I forget to link it. But Patrick CC did a video about saltbae, and apparently he's having some issues right now. Some of his restaurants are not doing as well. I did a video about his whole thing in the World Cup when he went inside and basically grabbed he grabbed the freaking World Cup trophy from the actual players. And it was a whole thing. He took a bunch of pictures. He thought he was the man. He even did his one little thing that got him famous, that he throws salt off his forearm. Like, oh, fucking dumbass. Whatever. But again, you can't call him a dumbass because you guys made this guy. You guys made him. You guys made him. He became TikTok famous off of this thing. I think it was TikTok or whatever it was. But because he was able to throw salt off his forearm and people thought that was cool, this guy started overcharging for steaks, and it was okay because people were going and eating it. And then it fell into this whole thing that people were going there eating his steak. And because this guy was famous, TikTok famous, even in the beginning at least, let's just say that. In the beginning at least, people were like, this is amazing and all this stuff. And then eventually after it started to wear out or wear off the little bit of the fame, the real, the initial fame, people were like, this is a ripoff. This is a ripoff. But again, I would never go. Again, maybe because I'm in the business, I know this was just a gimmick. And eventually it's going to wear out. As maybe not as well. Actually, it's pretty quick because it only happened in 2017 apparently. So 2017 is 2023, and he's been in his way down probably the last couple of years. So it's like he lived at a very high level, but it looks like it's gonna be not for a very long time. It's one of those things as quickly as you go up, sometimes it's as quickly as you go down. Or, I probably didn't word that the best way, but you guys understand what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, look, you guys made this guy. I would never go to this to his restaurant. His prices were way over. He was just easily overpriced. A lot of the stuff was gimmicks with the gold foil and food. I've eaten stuff with gold foil. Gold foil does not enhance the flavor of the food. It just doesn't. It looks cool in this, and I get it. People eat with the eyes, but I like to eat with my eyes and also with how the shit tastes too. But again, everybody fell into that whole thing that no matter how bad he could be, it was amazing to go to his restaurant. So now everybody, like, shit is kind of kicking in, and people are like, yeah, this is a ripoff. So now he's getting some problems with some of his restaurants. Restaurants in New York is supposed to be closing. Let me see if I have a little. Yes, I am correct. So, wow. I guess Eater, which again, Eater is not but I'm just trying to get the simple information. And this is true. I've heard this. The worst restaurant in New York City has closed. It was not. Well, people called it the worst restaurant. Not me, because I never went there. But I could have told you. I could have told you that the shit was not going to be as good. It's New York City. Look, I'm from New York. And New York City has a lot of great steak restaurants that sell steaks and hamburgers. This guy, I guarantee his his food was not better than those restaurants that had been established. People were paying more than eating in a 3-star Michelin restaurant to go eat at his restaurant just because he was TikTok famous. Does that make any sense? Seriously, put that together. Restaurants that have 3 Michelin stars were cheaper than my man over here just because he got TikTok. So TikTok was making this guy famous. I'm telling you, whatever. I hate this whole thing with social media, how people just get stupid. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm making this video because of that. I'm just poking my head, telling you, I told you so. I said this before. This is all a gimmick. I don't got that many followers right now, whatever, but yeah, or subscribers, but yes, I called it. Let's see what else I found on him real quick. A former saltbae employee says working for him was like being in the Hunger Games. Who knows? I don't know. That I'm not gonna go into this one because it's gonna say bad stuff about him, but this could be just a disgruntled employee. I'm not really gonna deal about this. That's, let's see what else we have. All right, so another YouTuber, Sunny V2, which I'm not very familiar, but it looks like he's onto it. 6 hours ago, apparently he posted this video. Saltbae's empire is starting to collapse, and it's showing because I seen it and I called this. I hate to say that I'm right, but yeah. So he's having a lot of problems because it's basically people complaining about the quality of his food and the prices. It just doesn't match. But I called it a long time ago. I hate to say it. I'm gonna keep on saying it because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that called this. So I'm not like boasting saying that I'm the only one, but I'm just one of those people that just did not go in the little gravy train. Because look, I like chefs besides myself. Because I can respect someone that's doing something that is actually good and they kind of maybe got lucky and got, a little social media fame, but their product was actually good. What I can't stand is people making people good in social media, but them really not being good. That's kind of annoying. And I guess this is easy for me to, I can tell you right off the bat that this was garbage. So, but don't get me wrong, like I said before, he was really smart. He was able to capitalize in his 15 minutes of fame. Even if everything collapsed, if he was smart enough, hopefully he was not, what's the word, overconfident, because that's gotten me in trouble. This could be really bad. Like he could lose all his investments, and that could be a really bad problem. But maybe he invested some money in other stuff because maybe he was like, well, this happened really quickly. Who knows? All right, so we have another YouTuber, and he's talking about actually the burger place that he had in Times Square.
Today we're going to the most touristy and the most divisive of steakhouses in all of New York. And Spark Steakhouse are both around this area, both regarded as two of the best steakhouses in the whole world. However, today we're going to the most touristy and the most divisive of steakhouses in all of New York. We're going to saltbae Steakhouse Restaurant, aptly called News Red. Now, back in 2014 or 15, saltbae was on top of the world. Pretty much everyone in the whole world has seen his saltbae videos of him, doing this with his salt. But it kind of seems like the dust has kind of settled on saltbae now, and for whatever reason, it seems like a lot of people aren't really fond of News Red anymore, and a lot of people are kind of sick of him, and he's not really well liked, at least.
He's himself. He's probably his biggest marketer of himself. Just cannot let down those 15 minutes of fame of him throwing salt off his forearm. And again, you guys created him, so you guys got to take some responsibility for this fucking guy. I don't feel like happy that this stuff is happening to him, but it's just, I knew it was gonna happen. I think many people knew it was gonna happen. It's kind of fake it till you make it. Fake it, but he was never gonna make it at the rate that he was going, like overcharging and all that stuff. If he would have came probably out with a,
by a lot of people. Part of the reason is probably because this is a really nice atmosphere restaurant. Everyone is dressed in like tuxedos and ties. Really nice atmosphere, really nice music, really clean.
If he would have had like just regular steakhouse prices instead of trying to charge like thousands of dollars for steaks, maybe it would not be something that is basically exploding in his face, or is getting thrown back at his face. Because don't get me wrong, he had the money. He made the money in the beginning, so he had the money to. This right here in Times Square, you talking about millions of dollars. It's not cheap having a restaurant there. It might be some partnership. I'm not here to look into that. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I saw and what's happening. So his place is closing down. No shit. And just to throw it out there, in multiple of his restaurants, the ratings have been horrendous. Yes, you're gonna get some people that are gonna give bad reviews. Not everybody's gonna like your style. But when some restaurants, and depending what platform, he was getting ratings under 2. Like it was like 2.5 overall ratings. That's not good. And the prices are higher than a 3-star Michelin restaurant. But your ratings are under a 3. Barely holding on to a 2. Does that make any sense? But people kept on going, recording themselves, letting people know that I ate at this dude's restaurant because he's so cool that he throws salt all his fucking. It doesn't make no sense. I'm just a little irritated. There's so many other good restaurants out there, but if somebody gets famous on TikTok, that surpasses everybody's.
What is it doing?
Like an actual good restaurant, and people flock to see this garbage. All right, peace later.